And what's up, guys? Welcome back to Top of the Deck. Ace of Bats here, and I'm hanging out with my main man, the Joker of Yu-Gi-Oh! Joker, tell him what's up.
What's up, everyone? I'm the Joker of Yugioh. Nothing really, just being down under and having a lot of fun, mate.
Good on ya. All
Worst
right.
Aussie accent ever.
So today we were goofing. We're doing a little video for our friends over at Duel Academy. Actually, they're like this little Facebook group where it's all about learning how to duel and learning how to duel better. We'll go ahead and link that one in the description box below, and we'll go ahead and link the group in the description box below too, in case you guys want to join it. It's a great place, growing, great community, very positive. If you want to get better at the game, or if you just want to have fun with the game, a little bit of role playing. You get put into the dorms and everything. This guy over here, he's actually the headmaster of Obelisk Blue.
Yep, and don't forget to mention, you are actually now a member of Obelisk Blue.
I am. That'll probably be tomorrow's video, I guess. We'll put that up. Or no, I think we're doing that today, so I'll go ahead and put that in there.
That's going to be up to, it's probably already going to be up.
Yeah, it's going to be up by the time I'm done editing this, so.
Yeah. But, yes, Team Blue for you, man.
Indeed.
Shouldn't we talk about what we're here for?
Yes,
the best thing?
Yeah, go ahead and tell them what we're doing.
Okay, well, because he is Pendulum Master and I was just versing Pendulum, we thought about doing this video talking about the prices of actual Pendulum cards, top 5 best ones, then the 5 cards to beat it, and then that one card that's in the middle.
Yes. So we wanted to say like things that you might want to get into since it's banlist season. People are a little worried they're moving their cards right now. Stuff that might be a good time to jump on just because we don't know what's going down for the ban list. So something to keep in mind.
And a lot of people are saying that, you know, Pendulums are going to get hit next, which I don't think completely. I think a few of your cards would get hit, but you just got a hit from Skull, not Skull, the whole Joker and all that.
Yeah, and double Iris would just be rough, and there's so many combo pieces, and it's so consistent. You'd have to hit like 9 cards to really do serious damage to the deck. That's the problem with it. We'll go ahead and start with let's start with the Pro Pendulum cards. Does that sound good?
Yeah, Pro Pendulum cards. You say the price, and let's talk about it.
All right, let's go ahead and get into Electrumite. First things first. No surprises here. Heavy Metal Foes Electrumite. This is the boss monster, not just for Pendulum Magicians, but for any deck that has a pendulum mechanic to it. DDDs, Dino Mists, Odd Eyes, Performapals. If it has Pendulum Shokan in it, this is what you play. Sitting at $40 American right now. What do you think, Troy? This is cheaper than what I even got it at around the launch weekend when people were worried.
Yeah, that is pretty cheap.
Yeah, it's a good price. It's a good price. I think I got my playset for something like $80-90, and it's going down right now. I think people are afraid of this card.
I mean, the highest one I've seen was 114.
Yeah.
But on TCG, on eBay, on like if you're paying around $40 to $60, I would say on this card now, that seems like a fair deal.
Yeah. So, I think it's a good way to go about things, and it works in literally any Pendulum deck. I'm gonna go ahead and give it the thumbs up. If you're gonna buy, I say buy now. What do you think?
I say buy now, especially. I don't think like out of all the cards that they would put on the ban list for Pendulums, this would be one of them,
right?
Because you just got it. I mean, it didn't hit Reincarnation because we just got it.
Right.
It could potentially be hit this time, and if it does, I'm gonna flip my table.
This actor Curtain Raiser. Now I picked these up when they were like 99 cents a piece or 40 cents, and they're still really cheap right now. Oh my god, this is like 50 cents a piece right now.
I think like Abyss actors were always cheap. I bought off a deck for just like $10.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. But this one's amazing because it's kind of generic too. As long as you don't, it's like a Cyber Dragon, only it's a scale. Yeah. So it's a pretty high scale. It's a scale 7. Now it's got a neat little monster effect. If it's the only monster you have, it doubles its attack points. But we don't care about that. What we care about is if you put it in the scale. If you don't control any monsters at the time, you special summon that to the field. That's what you saw me do against you. I special summon that to the field.
Yeah, just against this. I'm just smiling a little bit at the moment because I'm actually using one called Yu-Gi-Oh! Prices, trying to match with yours. But yeah, eBay is like $1, TCG is like $1.30. But then there's one crazy person, apparently on eBay, trying to sell this card for $21.
They're getting up on it now. They're getting ready for the buyout. There's got to be a buyout coming.
That's what I mean. Like this card might get buyed out. But yeah,
it's an essential combo extender, especially if we do lose Astrograph Sorcerer for whatever reason. This is going to be a very essential combo extender just to get more pieces on the board. So you're going to have this, and you're going to have Supreme King to get 2 special summon monsters that are pendulums on the board to make your Electrumite, and then go nuts with your plays to get the chronograph and still be able to recur some advantage, get something else on the board to make some advantage. It's going to be the big thing.
It's one of those hidden, oh, you didn't see this coming kind of cards.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's pretty. I give it a thumbs up, especially for $1.30.
Yeah.
That's as much as I would pay on if I was a Pendulum player.
Get your plays.
I wouldn't go any higher than that.
Corner of the market. I think we're in agreement. I'm having a day. Since we mentioned it, and it's the elephant in the room, we'll just address it. Astrograph Sorcerer. So this one's been going down as of late. It's sitting at $221. It's never been an expensive card. The most expensive I've seen it is like $450, honestly, and we got a pretty solid wall here on TCG Player. It's like $225. People are moving their pendulum stuff. They're just putting 1 in here. It's weird. A lot of these are just singles. We don't have a lot of people in mass selling them, and the biggest in mass seems to be $3.
I mean, but I've actually seen this card not just used in Pendulum decks.
Right.
I bring this up because I'm a Trickstar player, of course, and I look up all the different decks. But I've actually seen a Trickstar deck that sided this in.
Really?
And their excuse was against the mirror matches. But
Okay.
reading the effect, yeah, like you can special summon this card out. It can protect you quite a bit, help you. It lowers your hand,
It's a big beater.
so that's less targets for them.
Yeah.
It can really be fun.
Yeah.
But with the price, yeah, I'm just mainly seeing it like $230. Highest one, once again, is eBay. That people don't buy off eBay
Right.
if people are doing this price of $30.
Ooh, another one for $30?
Another one for this is just crazy.
Somebody must be getting ready for a buyout here. That's the only explanation I have.
It's like when the best time to buy something is when everyone's thinking, oh, it's going to get hit. That's what I did with my deck.
Yeah.
I got a deck for $50 when it should have costed me over $200.
Right? I mean, like I said, I got my Electrumites hella cheap before things went down. I mean, I got my Borreload when it was like $20 off of my boy Taylor. Actually, you're probably watching this right now. It was like $20 or something like that, and then it's jumped up to 70. I could sell it and make some money, but I like playing it, so it don't matter.
So thank you to sell. But yeah, other than that, like I agree. $230, $250. Wouldn't pay more than I'd say $350 for this card.
Yeah, I'd say a hard $3 if even.
Yeah.
Okay, so next
Astrograph
pro
Sorcerer,
one.
the next 10.
I think we only got 2 more left. So here's the weird one. I wanted to be weird. Arc Pendulum Dragon. And I'm going to say this is going to be a good one to invest in, mainly because it only has 1 printing. It was out of the Legendary decks. There's a lot of them, though, because everyone was cracking the Legendary decks, because in case you guys forgot, that's the set that Apprentice Illusion Magician came out of, so everybody just had this. But it's only got 1 printing. It's a high rarity. There's a big wall, 20 of 30 of these things sitting at 380 right now. It's been pretty stable. It's had little jumps and things like that. I think when Revolution Dragon comes out, especially if regular pendulums get hit, Odd Eyes is going to be the next powerful one in the Trinity. It just always seems to go Performer Pals, then Magicians, then Odd Eyes being the holy pendulum Trinity. There's always some combination of that deck, as long as, you know, ever since Master of Pendulum, the structure deck came out, the original one in 2015, that winter. So don't sleep on it, I'm going to say. If you're going to pick them up, there's a big wall, 20 of them. I think it's from Best Deals for Cards, so now's the time to snatch them up. I don't think it's going to get a reprint anytime soon, especially since we're going into Brains farther away from Arc V. So if you're going to jump on it, do it now.
I'm actually on eBay. For once, eBay is actually pretty good. I'm seeing a lot of playsets that are like 3x, of course,
Yeah.
of this card going for like, saying $5, $6.
Are you kidding me? For real?
No, I'm not kidding. Like, this is insane.
Dope. I might go on eBay. Okay.
But of course, it's like $8.85. But that's Australian, of course. Don't forget that, guys. I'm Australian, so of course it always goes to the Australian price. But yeah, calculate shipping and all that. So it might cost you $12, if that, to get a playset.
It's not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal, guys. If you're going to jump on it, especially with Revolution Dragon, we also have the new Virus Structure deck coming out on 420. So if you want to get it real dank and 420 blaze your Odd Eyes, now's the time.
Yeah. But no, I agree, like, saying $3 to $5 on this card alone would probably be the highest I would go on each. If you can get a playset for $12, pick it up.
Yeah, indeed. Alright, so last one, that's Pro Pendulum. We're going to do Zephyra Metaltron, just because it's the less talked about obligatory pendulum sort of card, and it's cheap as dirt. It's 25 cents at the worst.
Yeah.
I don't think I
Oh,
have to
at the
explain
worst,
this.
you want to hear the worst?
What's up?
eBay, $21. Whatever you people are smoking, get off it. Bloody hell. Whatever these people are on, I would like $10.
Right?
But yeah,
But
20,
yeah, don't pay that, guys.
50
Don't pay
cents,
that.
not even $1 most on this card.
Yeah. Like, I'm looking at, like, sets of... They're all individual for some weird reason. You can get 7 of them for $1 on TCG Player right now, so... I mean, I don't think it's going to jump above $1 because it's a super rare, but it's essential to any Pendulum deck or anything that requires the extra deck. You're going to be getting a lot of monsters. It requires monsters.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's full on essential though, because it does take a bit to get out.
It does, but I'll tell you, you put your Electrumite down on the board, you Pendulum summon anything, and you make your Absolute Dragon. You send that and the Electrumite away. It's Link 3, you summon that, then you go ahead and whip out the Vortex under that for free, plus you can go ahead and make other monsters.
That was a combo for you guys.
It's a strong combo, it's a good deal.
But I would say on this, if you can't get Electrumite, get this.
Definitely.
Definitely get this. If you can't get Electrumite because it's $50 card, or like $40 less at most, but if you can't get that, I would say this card. Except for Metaltron, it's your most budget option you're going to get.
And I think it's staple, frankly. I don't think you want to run more than one, but I think it's staple, and especially in Pendulum editions. And you can make an argument for Odd Eyes and even regular Metal Foes too.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd say 50 cents to $1 most on that card.
Nice. Okay, and we're gonna bridge the gap now because someone's a little anti-pendulum over here. This guy. So we have the common ones that are going for a market price of $1, and the super rares that are also going for a market price of $1. That's fascinating. I actually might hollow out literally every Wavering Eyes I own. That's kind of cool.
$1, yeah, $1 on all of them, really.
Yeah. That's surprising.
So, of course, there are a few that say $2 that I've found, but then going really, really down the list, you find ones that are like $3 or $4. But I would just pay $5 for a playset.
$5 for a playset. Yeah, I'd say. I mean, they all seem to be sitting around like $1 or $2. So I'll say I'd say $3 or $4 for a playset. American. I'm sure in Australia, $5 is reasonable. And I think that's the conversion anyway. So
$4 to $5 is what I would be looking at, especially postage. Let's say $5-6 max.
Yeah.
But yeah,
definitely.
Wavering Eyes is the middle ground card, and it can really help out all those, when you're playing those mirror matches.
Yeah, it's a blowout in the mirror match, and it's a pretty good side card too, because if you chain this last, because number one, your Pendulum opponent isn't going to be expecting it, and he's not going to be ready to negate another Wavering Eyes, usually, so you never know. So I'd say buy him now. Will it drop with the ban list? Probably a little bit, but it's down to $1. It's not going to be a significant change, I don't think. So get him now if you want to wait on him a little bit, but I'd say just get him out of the way. If you got the cash, do it.
Exactly. It'd be the quickest buyout you could probably do. Now, what's the next one?
I think we said Unending Nightmare. I think that's one you wanted to talk on a little bit.
Maybe.
Let's
because
see.
it's a very nice card. Actually, anti. That's Unending.
Yeah. It's
mixed up my
market price
concept.
about $750, $746. So Joker, what do you think of this, man?
Honestly, with this card, the fact that it's gone down even more in price, because this card was like $10, $15 at one point, and the fact you can buy it now for $6 to $8. And this card isn't just against Pendulums; it's against so much. You can use this against Trickstars, you can use this against Dracos, pretty much any card that heavily relies on having that continuous spell or trap. There's a Mistake you can use this against.
Yeah.
But there's so many different decks, and even just having the one can really help you out. And so I say $6 to $8 on this card. Hell, I'll even pay still to this point $10. That's of course with postage on this card.
All right, so $10 on this. I'd say that's worth, just because it's historically usually been about 12 to 15, and because it's such a broken effect. I mean, it's a once per chain thing. That's what scares me about the card. It's once per chain, not turn, chain.
Exactly. And you can just continuously keep on using this. But I'm talking like TCG is like $6 to $7. On eBay, there's one that is like, it costs you even more with postage. But yes, I would say $10 most on this card if you can buy it from someone you know. If you have to go, you know, overseas and all that, then you might be paying for postage. But even just having the one can really help you out.
Nice. All right. Got your back on that one. I'm going to defer to your judgment. Speaking of judgment, let's not talk about counter traps. We're going to talk about anti-spell fragments.
Yes. One of the better ones.
Right? There you go. Oh, man. That was a Master Swag King joke. I've turned into Joe.
But I mean, this one is heavy against yours, against Pendulums.
I know, this is like the it may as well just say anti-pendulum fragrance.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like $3 to $5 max.
Yeah, let's do we want to bother with max rarity? I don't think either of us are rarity whores. We don't churn tricks for money, just for trades.
I am.
Okay, we'll talk about the secret rare.
I'm a max rarity whore, guys.
We'll talk about the secret rare.
Only because it looks nice. Only because it looks nice. But I'm not gonna lie, like, I did have a secret rare one, and I traded that away to get 2 of the ultra rares. Right.
So, well, let's look at it. It looks like the secret rare has been stably increasing. It's been sitting around on TCG Player about $13 as of right now. It's got a pretty decent wall. It's very consistent. Then there's a $14 wall around the middle with like actually no, that's not a wall. That's only 4 of them. Never mind.
I'd say just get the your best bet is probably just getting, you know, the cheapest one, because that's what you want. Ultra rare. Hell, I've got ultra rare. It looks really nice.
Yeah, I have the Battles of Legends one. They look very nice in my personal opinion. They're shiny. They have the new trap. I don't think.
At the end of the day, if you're trying to just save money and you don't really care how cards look, like, I don't care how a lot of cards look, as long as it's a rare, it looks nice to me.
Definitely. And
I try not to have any
right now too.
money.
Would you say this is a safe bet to buy right now? Looks like it's trending upwards, and I don't see it going out of style anytime soon.
I say yeah, $3 to $6. Get yourself a playset for about, let's say, $15 to $20 for a playset. Yeah. Especially of the ultra rare, of course.
Yeah, ultra rare.
Like, if you can get cheaper, get cheaper. But this card is just so good. It's not just against pendulums, as I said. It's good against everything. I mean, there was one person that said, "Oh yeah, I have mirror deck." There was one Trickstar player I saw that said, "This card is great against. If you go first, it's great against anything because you've already made up your board. It stalls them." And it's just so good. If you don't run a heavy spell deck, it can really help you out.
Right.
So yeah, I say $15 to $20 for a playset. Individually, let's say $3 to $5, of course.
Oh, we were gonna do, I think it was Typhoon.
Typhoon. Yeah, it was Typhoon because of the simple reason that it can be used from your hand. The other option was, of course, Heavy Storm Duster, but, you know, Typhoon just works a lot better.
Alright. And that one's only going for about $3 right now.
Seriously?
Yeah, the super rare is only going for about $3-4. No, actually, no. That's a heavily played. Never mind. It's a $10 card right now. It's going up.
But no, I see TCG. Shadowfoil though.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you want Shadowfoil, that's about $3 to $6.
Yeah, the monster pack.
Battle of the Legend Common, that's about $3 to $5.
Yeah.
And then you've got, of course, your super nice one, OTS Super Rare. That's about $5 to $8.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, it is a really expensive card, but it can be pretty expensive. But it's nice that you can use it from your hand. I mean, it is pretty nice with that.
Yeah, especially because when you're playing Pendulum, bare minimum 2 or more spell or trap cards. Scales, hello. 2 cards,
It's like
period.
Scales instantly. Like, oh, you've made your board, Scales. Bam. And even against other stuff, like if they've got their incredible board, like Trickstars, for God's sakes, I'm pretty sure you can use this card on your opponent's turn.
Right.
Towards their turn before they ended, wouldn't you?
You can, I believe. As long as they control 2, you can just go ahead and whip it out like it's a hand trap, actually.
Exactly, and how many burn decks run this kind of stuff? I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people that run Cosmic Cyclone and other people that are running, you know, Twin Twisters and all that. They lose themselves one way, but against your Pendulums, against your burn decks, Typhoon can possibly help you out a lot.
Yeah.
The fact of you just being able to go from your hand, bam, pop those 2 back rows, and it lowers the chance of them being able to burn you or set up their board.
Yeah.
But I say, you still, although it's a nice card, it is a trap card, and you have to be pretty much, you know, down on your luck to be able to really use it. So I wouldn't pay more than you know, $5 for even this card as a single.
Weigh it on this one, guys. Let it drop. See how the meta turns out. If Pendulum Magicians don't get hit, maybe look into it. But if they do get hit, this will probably drop anyway, because it's got enough little printing. So maybe we'll see it a little bit cheaper. But if you can get it cheap from one of your boys, you know, one of your mates, go for it. If you can get it cheap from your locals, if you have good rapport with your local shop owner, maybe see if he'll cut you a deal on the playset or something like that. Otherwise, you'd say wait on it.
Yeah, I'll say wait on, like, especially Anti-Spell and Unending Nightmare is like 1,000 times better than this. Yes, it's paying a little bit more, but in the long run, it's going to help you against a lot more decks.
Yeah.
So I say always buy the card that's going to help, even if it's a little bit more. Like, not many people have got Regeki, but they spend so much money on other cards. There's a little tip. Like, seriously, I say always buy the card that can beat a lot of decks, not the card that just can beat one deck, despite how cheap it is.
Nice. All right, and actually, it looks like I'm gonna have to take off here in a sec. So let's just do one more super quick. The dimensional barrier. I'm exclusively gonna let you talk on it because it's about $3 for the common and $6 for the secret.
I say Dimensional Barrier, it's one of the better cards. My mate just got me back into actually playing this card because I've got the secret rare, and he even told me, like, he went against, yes, this is one of the cards that really did help him against all the Pendulum setups. He runs Invoked, so I said, well, I can use this against your Mechaba, and yeah, it is uncommon. It's about $2 to $3. The fact that this came from a structure deck, so it's easy to pick up, and the chances that of this card getting reprinted again and again in different structure decks, as long as it doesn't hit the links, it can really be amazing. And if this card ever does get an errata, and it does hit the links, I'm not saying it's a definite guarantee, but this card would skyrocket. So for $3, get a $10 playset, bam, you'll be laughing. And even on eBay, you can buy playsets for even cheaper.
Nice. Yeah,
Like $10 is for a playset.
That sounds like a strong investment. I endorse your endorsement. So, all right, guys.
Yeah.
All right, but that's all the time I got today. Joker, any final thoughts?
No, I really hope you guys just invest in the wise things and really, you know, help your decks out and really help yourself in the long run. I really hope me and Ace of Bats can continue to give you guys incredible content.
Nice, definitely agreed. All right, well, on that bombshell, I'm gonna go ahead and say Ace of Bats.
Joker of Yugioh, signing off.
All right.